So, as I know right now, and you probably lot you'd be saying, well, this is actually a shorter stream than usual, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it's a very short stream, it's only about 2 chapters, but the problem is, the next arc starts straight off these 2 singular chapters, so I didn't want to start the next arc before I read these 2 chapters, if you get what I mean. Kind of preemptively thinking in advance, I think. Yeah, everything's working fine. We're good. We're good. We are good. Yeah, so the next arc begins literally straight after this. Like, it starts part 1 of Narancia's Aerosmith starts straight after. So, it was better me covering these 2 chapters on their own in one stream than going straight into the next arc. Also, what I found out is the color scans end on Narancia's Aerosmith part 3. After that point, there is no more color scans. So what I'm going to do for next stream is only cover those 3 chapters to actually have the actual entirety of the color scans in one stream, and then kind of cover the rest of it on its own in black and white, if you get what I mean. I think that's the best way of doing things, because otherwise it might be a bit confusing transitioning from color to black and white in the same stream, if you get what I mean. Hopefully that makes sense, because I think that's the best way of doing things, I believe. So yeah, these 2 chapters are quite short, don't get me wrong, I do apologise for it, but maybe it's the best way of doing things, I think. Otherwise, as I said before, if I stop midway through an arc, it makes no sense. It just doesn't work. So it's best if I just do it this way and actually kind of have an even spread of JoJo, if you know what I mean. So hopefully that makes sense. But yes, today I've returned to do the next chapters of JoJo Part 5. These chapters being 29 and 30. And as we know, we saw Mista's stand ability being shown, and as well we got Mista's actual arc. And it's actually a really freaking amazing arc on its own. So yes, hopefully what we get next is even better, because I know Narancia's next. So hopefully Narancia is even better. But yeah, but now I'm guessing the protagonists are going after Polipur's stash, who Bucciolati knows where it is. So I'm guessing now they're going to find it and get it back and actually kind of reap the rewards. Which might, in theory, kind of create some dysfunction in the group, but maybe not. We're not too sure. We shall find out. And as well, I also changed my background as well. I'm not too sure whether or not to make that actually kind of a recurring theme. Kind of just change my background per stream, just in case anyone ever notice it. I've changed it from 2B from Near Automata to Pantheon Stocking. So hopefully if you guys actually do kind of enjoy the whole occasional change, then I actually will do it. Actually, we'll make it a recurring thing. Oh crap! I actually have my sound. Like what? What is happening here? Oh, my computer's getting a bit weird. That's why. Yep, that one's working that time. That was a bit weird. Don't know why, my mouse was doing the gestures to move the volume up and down on my actual like Chrome tab, so I actually could hear myself about 4 times. So I was like, huh. It's the worst thing you actually hear as a person, your voice more than 3 times. But anyhow, yeah, so start with chapter 29 being also 468. So let's begin. The hidden 600 million stash. Alright, let's go. Alright. I think you'll have to go to the hospital, Mista. The bullet passed through, but the bleeding won't stop. Come on, Fugo. You are the last guy I want to hear that from. This one right here in the middle of my belly button, and the one next to that is a gaping wound. I know better than anyone else that I need a doctor. Ah, sorry. Apologise for that. It's the only one I could find that was actually kind of cool for Pantheon Stocking. That's why I thought I'd go for that one. It's still pretty cool, to be honest. I asked you to give me some first aid until we get to the hospital. You want me to pass on seeing the god... Oh, it looked like it said God. You want me to pass on seeing the 600 mil and go to the hospital? Is that it, Fugo? You want me to just leave? You just want to leave me out while you go pick up the 600 mil? Who do you think you've got to thank for the fact that you're standing on this goddamn island in the first place, huh? Gotcha. I'll do something about it. Happy? That's more like it. That's what I asked you to do in the first place. Oh, I did a staple. Oh, hey, what the hell? He used a stapler. He's how to store the wounds closed shut like a comic book. Staplers will disturb me forever. I hate staplers. Ugh. Alright, turn around, Mista. We've still got to close the exit wound. Ain't this gonna get infected? Narancia, wrap this tape around him once I'm done. Got it. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Oh, shut up. Still, this isn't so bad. Alright, guys. Good job. We couldn't have made it here to Capri Island alive without you. Zulcedo and the guy Mista took out are Zulcedo and the guy Mista took out are knocked out and on the boat. We won't have to worry about them anymore. Then let's get going already. Take us to where the 600 I can't speak today. Take us where the 600 mil's hidden. Where did you hide it, Bucciolati? It's a bank vault. It's a bank vault. No, you wouldn't. Where did you bury it? In one of the caves on this island? Could you wait just a bit longer? Why? Is it far away? Shh. Hey guys, we're using this, got that? If you're here to clean, you have to do it later. We'll be done soon, so could you just wait 5 minutes? Are you Mr. Toiletti? What? If your name's Toiletti, then this must be your home. It says so on the sign. If that's the case, then you're free to tell us to come back later, but if you're not called Toiletti, then you've got no right to tell us to come back later. You think I'm gonna listen to your bullshit? Get back here. I understood what is actually meant by that. That's pretty good. I told you not to go inside, damn it. Wow, this is a change of events. Ooh, what the hell do you want, you bitch? You wanna go? I'll effing murder you. Wait, what? It can't be another? No, wait, stop, Narancia. Are those two? Might you be Bucciolati? That's you, isn't it, Bruno Bucciolati? I'm here to pick up the 600 million yen, Bucciolati. Huh? Bell, all of you. He's the Passione officer, Pericolo. Pericolo? Oh, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Pericolo. I contacted him as we reached the island. They've come all the way over to pick up the cash. You have my thanks for coming all this way. Oh, it's fine. I was the one who wanted to come here myself. You can raise your heads now, and sorry, my friend here doesn't like being touched. And Bucciolati, when you called me, I thought you were here alone. I didn't expect your entire team to be gathered here on Capri Island. What's with the get-up? I mean, why are you disguised as janitors? There's a good reason for this. We'll talk later. But first things first. You do have the 600 mil to pay to the gang, don't you? Yes, it's right here. What? What did he just say? He just said it's here. Here? That's legit. That is freaking legit. I like it. I freaking like it. Hidden inside a urinal. That's good. I like it. Only Bruno Bucciolati would do that. Only him. Only him. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Damn, that's crazy. Inside the urinal? Well, I guess it's a safe place to hide, but that's bad karma for the guys who've been pissing here. It's true. These are genuine. This one could alone fetch 70 to 80 million at Bulgari? I think that's how you pronounce that word. Bulgari? Bucciolati. I won't ask you how you obtained such a hoard. As long as Passione gets the money, they have nothing to complain about. Huh? You're putting it away already? Can I just touch it a little? Or even a sniff? This money is a symbol. It is proof of your intellect and loyalty. Congratulations, Bucciolati. We shall promote you to an officer. Alright, Bucciolati. You're an officer. You're finally an officer. This is actually quite cool. You shall inherit rights to the territory belonging to the deceased Polpo. That is to say, the gambling and betting operations. I can't say that word now. Operations. This is to say, the gambling and betting operations, the control of loan sharks, the oversight of smuggling operations, and dominion over restaurants and hotel in the Naples area. 50% of the earnings go to the gang and 50% go to you. Hot damn, we got all this power in one fell swoop. All thanks to Bucciolati's brains and charisma. He's got what it takes to get us to be rich. But Giorno, stuff has started to happen all of a sudden after Giorno joined us. He might have some serious mojo. A real lucky boy he is. By the way, this may be sudden, but as you've inherited the rights to Polpo's jobs, while Polpo was alive, there was one job that he still had left to do. And of course, Bucciolati, that last job that Polpo left will be passed on to you as well. Understand? A job that Polpo had left to do? An order straight from the boss, but just before the order went through to Polpo, he committed suicide. Oh. Oh. No, you're still good. We're still in this first chapter anyway, so it's not a problem. It's still there. You haven't missed anything. Really, you probably only missed the first 9 pages. The boss, a direct order? What was that? The boss? Nobody's ever. I can't say that word now. Nobody's ever seen the guy. That's right. An order from the boss, and I'm here to deliver it to you, Bucciolati. Guard the boss's daughter with your lives. His daughter? His daughter, the boss, and his daughter? The boss had a daughter? The boss. The daughter of that boss, that's... the daughter of that boss. The daughter of the boss that I'm trying to uncover and defeat. The mission begins now. I've handed her over to you, Bucciolati. The mission begins now. I've handed her off to you, Bucciolati. Bucciolati, no way. She's a woman. Oh. Oh, my throat's actually killing me now. Be the devil. Ah. Probably my reading's going a bit weird because my throat's kind of going a bit out of control. I don't know why, but ever since the last, I would say, 3 days, I've had this like really weird thing in my nose that my nose sneezes and my whole entire throat just dries up, and it feels like genuinely the worst thing in the world. That's been a recurring thing for me lately, just sneezing constantly. Surprisingly, I haven't sneezed during any streams, but when I'm off streams, all I do is sneeze. It's horrible. The boss's daughter? Is it just me? Every single female character Rocky introduces is just freaking hot. Damn, son. This is her. The restroom. May I go? Go ahead, Trish. Yeah, Trish. For now, stay on your guard. The mission's already begun. Her name is Trish Una, age 15. Of course, that's not the boss's last name for your information, it's her mother's. Trish already knows there are people after her, but she's never seen her father, that is the boss, since she was born. apologize for that. I think it's generally because I think YouTube doesn't ever tell you that my stuff goes live. I never had anyone here on time from the start. It's really weird. Because I think the only way you actually can tell my stuff goes live is through Twitter. Twitter's the only thing that tells you anything. Anything else will not tell you. For now... Oh, I read that bit. Yeah, I read that bit. Bucciolati. As you know, nobody knows the boss's identity. Not even I've seen him in person. I get orders from him. But naturally, even the boss has a past. Of note in his youth. 2 months ago, a woman named Donatella died of some illness in a hospital in the town of Calabria. A few days before her death, she suddenly began to search for a man by the name of Solodor Naso. Basically, she was thinking, I'm no longer for this world. I want to know what that man I once dated briefly long ago is doing now. Yeah, it's true, and I think YouTube's basically ruined it completely now. It's like it's completely dead. Streaming on here and actually getting everyone here on time is actually freaking impossible. Because it will just tell you about a good 15 to 20 minutes later. It's extremely strange. That's why I never understood why YouTube does that. She had a daughter and wanted to find the father of the girl she was leaving behind, but she failed. And it's no wonder that she did. There never was a man named Nassau after all. It was a false name that the boss once used. Ever since his youth, the boss has always been a man to use fake names, never revealing his identity to anyone. I reckon that woman went through her life never even imagining that she the man that she once dated was now a boss of a gang. Countless people search for one another every day. Normally you wouldn't pay in mind to it, but our gang pays close attention to people who are looking for Naso. That is because the act of looking into the boss's past is a challenge to our gang in of itself. Some people have begun to whisper that perhaps this Donatella, yeah, I said her name correctly, knew something about the boss. She had a daughter. Whose child was she? This daughter of hers. Perhaps she's the boss's child and such. Yeah, that is true. I completely agree with that. And around the same time that matter reached the boss, of course, his decision was swift. Find the girl and hide her. So he sent the order down. The boss instinctively understood that the girl was his blood-related daughter. At 15 years old, this girl Trish, whom not even the boss knew about, had suddenly emerged as if out of thin air. We took her into hiding, and none too soon after I took Trish into custody, we crossed paths with some men. We discovered that these men were looking for Trish, and that they wanted to take Trish hostage. This was 2 days ago. Had the boss can't say that word now. Had the boss's orders come half an hour later, Trish would have fallen into their hands, and likely would have killed her. Since they've tried to make her talk, thinking she got to know something about. Since they've tried to make her talk, thinking she got to know something about the boss, and who might they be? Who's going after her? Traitors from the gang. I don't know how many there are. They want to overthrow the boss and take over his drug routes. Drugs? How long are we guarding her? 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. That's it. I said 1 week. 1 week. Don't know why my throat is going dry. That's better. Maybe even less right now. The boss is searching for and disposing of the traitors. You informed us that the orders were supposed to go to Polopor, didn't you? Then that means your enemies are stand users. Yes, it would be wise to assume so. After all, the boss The boss gave orders to Poliport only for matters of that nature. At any rate, I don't have a stand, so I'm no use here any longer. Get off this island right away and find a place to hide her. The boss and I are the only ones who know the girl is with you. You know what? I'll give her Rocky props. She kind of looks her age. A tiny bit. More than every single character I've seen in this manga so far. She kind of looks slightly her age. I don't know why. Because every single character that you find that happens to be 17 years old or anywhere in that vicinity don't look that age. And she kind of, sort of, in some semblance of way, might actually look the age of a 15-year-old. I'm not too sure. It might sound a little bit of a weirder thing to say, but I don't know. That's how I see things, because you have to kind of deduce when a person looks the age of the person of the age that they're in the manga in real. I can't say that word now. You have to kind of deduce whether or not they actually look the age, because most of the time they don't. When you actually find someone that actually might look the certain age or anywhere in that age vicinity, you got to kind of give the man props. Excuse me. You mean me? Yes. I'm talking to you, okay? Are we going to be together all the time now? Yes, that's how it is. Starting now, we'll be guarding you with our lives. I see. My name's Fugo. He's an Antia. That's Mista. No, Fugo, you're the only one I'm talking to right now. Would you mind taking off your shirt? My shirt right here? Why? Just do it. I'm not asking because I want to see you naked. Figure the cheese, man. Understood. I didn't bring a handkerchief, so go buy me one. Also, get me a pair of stockings and given she's number 2 rogue, I think, yeah. Make sure the stockings are reinforced around the thighs, and this month's issue of Italian Vogue too. Plus, some mineral water, but if it's not made in France, then I'd rather die than drink it. Get on it as soon as you're done enjoying the view. Guard the boss's daughter, is that it? So all of a sudden, I've managed to get a lead on this mysterious boss that I'm trying to track down. At any rate, we've got no choice but to guard her with our lives. There's a good payoff waiting. If we keep on guarding her, Borcciolati will rise to the same level of trust that Poliport had. But if we fail, then that means death. Alright, so we got a boss, knows his secrets. So the traitor group want to discover the boss's identity by capturing his daughter. Guarding Borcciolati, Giorno, and the 4 others trying to rise through the ranks. The 6 of us know that very well. Hey, today, 9:25 AM. Today is 9:25 AM. Poliport died. Hey, stay put, would you? Can't you see I'm trying to pet you? I like a cat again. It's a cat. Today at 9:25 AM, Poliport died in his jail cell in Naples. The cause of death was self-inflicted gunshot to the head, suicide. Hey, hold it, just quit struggling. I can't read the screen like this. Poliport died. The news of Poliport's suicide caused rumours of his multi-million-dollar stash to spread amongst some lowlives. But the shock brought a different hypothesis to a certain group. Damn it all. Then who is it? With Poliport dead, who's guarding Trish while she's in hiding? I thought I'd be Poliport for sure. Oh, I thought it'd be Poliport for sure. I have to go looking. Any other suspects? I guess I'd better start with the officers. And a mission that important would go to somebody with a stand ability. The cat's inside the bottle. That's impressive. That's impressive. Oh man, that's it. Hit the end. The end is nigh upon us. That is the 2 chapters I was covering today. God, my throat. Alright. So. You know, the fate of a JoJo animal, that cat is pretty lucky. It's true. I'm surprised. I don't think have we seen any animals die in this part so far? I can't. The next arc starts now. I can't read any further. I don't want to start the next arc in the stream. I want to kind of keep that for its own thing, if you get what I mean. Oh, yeah. I think it's better if I keep it like that, because if I cover one chapter of the arc now, it'll just be a bit weird, if you get what I mean. I think if we just keep it like this, I think it might be the better way of doing things. I think that's kind of the better way of doing things. But nonetheless, if I can actually get my throat to not die on me. Nonetheless, that was actually a pretty interesting chapter, to be honest, because now we're getting some more information about the boss itself. Because beforehand, we didn't really get that much on him, but now we're getting slowly some more information about his daughter. Maybe his daughter might know something. Granted, I don't think she does, but you never know these kind of things. But, man, the boss's daughter was interesting as well. I mean, goddamn, I didn't expect her to be that way, because she looked kind of alright. She looked kind of normal, but in essence, she wasn't that at all. I was like, man, alright. 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 So I'm guessing now they have to guard her with her life. Now the stakes are really freaking high when you think about it, because now we got this whole entire idea. If they fail, then that means they're screwed. Basically, they can't rise the ranks anymore, because they'd literally be taken out. It's a problem that they have right now when you think about it. So what they're gonna have to do is guard her with their life, and then hopefully get out. But alright, because if they don't, they're screwed. They're literally done for, and Giorno's dream is no more. But yeah, the stakes are freaking high now. Like, the most high it's ever been, I think. Because before, yes, any character could die. That's the major thing we had. But to actually have a kind of a character like her there now, to actually kind of protect, and the stand user could come out of nowhere and actually kind of kill her any given moment, it's really kind of scary. Like, it's the major thing. It's really kind of scary, because you just don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know where the stand person will come out from. He could literally be anywhere. He could be in the crowd just now. You just don't know. I'm guessing probably that dude that's at the end might just be our stand user. But yeah, it's interesting, because I like it. I like when the stakes get higher and higher. I like it when we have this idea that no person is safe right now, because really they aren't safe at all. Because they need to win this. They need to get out of this. They don't necessarily, as I said before. So it's quite enjoyable now. I like it. I like the stakes. I like that. Because before, as I said before, in part 3, yeah, there were kind of stakes, but there weren't that many. There weren't, like, you could say, oh god, they might get busted up in this episode, because really in the end when you think about it, besides maybe the last arc of part 3, there weren't any points that it really told you freaking hell they could die. Yeah, characters did die, don't get me wrong. That did happen. But you never really ever felt that about anyone like Jotaro or Joseph. You never really kind of felt like that. Granted, Joseph did kind of, but still. That's why I kind of like, as time went on, the stakes got high, and I think that's the kind of major thing. Oh, jeez. But as well, the major thing to kind of note is the dynamic. The dynamic they share in this part is magical, because it's kind of there since the start. It's one of those things that sometimes the dynamic takes time to actually kind of develop, but the dynamic's already there since the very start of this kind of manga, with the introduction, with the introduction, I can't say that word now, with the introduction of Bucciolati's gang. Bucciolati's gang, that's how you say it. Yeah, it was very much present there. You can see the dynamic. It's amazing. That's what I quite like about them. They all share a relationship with Bucciolati, and I actually kind of respect him for that reason. I actually kind of like it. I actually also freaking loved how Bucciolati actually kind of stored the actual stash away. I thought that was bloody fantastic. I thought, you know what? When you think about it, I couldn't have never seen it any other way. That was legit perfect, because it just kind of encapsulated how smart of a character Bruno really is. Because he actually kind of is. Like, we don't really kind of see the brains in characters before part 4, but as part 4 came along and part 5 now, we're kind of seeing that brains get used more. The brains is now very much apparent in every single character. Every single character does share some semblance of smartness. I actually quite like that, and I actually really do enjoy it. That is true as well when you think about it. Giorno has to protect the boss's daughter from a traitor, though himself he is kind of a traitor. It's kind of weird when you think about it. But you never know. I mean, yeah, there were certain animal deaths in part 4 as time went on. I don't think there was actually that many, to my recollection. There were a fair few, don't get me wrong, but I don't think there was a lot. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I always say it, the kind of break chapters we get in JoJo are freaking fantastic because they all kind of do something different. I mean, this one kind of allowed us to kind of see the brains that Bruno has, or Bortolatti has. Because I can't remember what I was going to say just then. Because, oh wait, nope, can't remember. My brain's went. But I think it's cool. I think the smaller arcs just do it. I think they know what they need to actually kind of develop. I think they need to develop the characters, and they do it perfectly. That's why I kind of like about single chapters, because they allow characters to shine, and this one was Bortolatti's time to shine even more than before. That's what I kind of like about it. But maybe we might get some more chapters like this later on. Maybe there might be chapters where we see even more characters shine and actually see their brains, see their characters develop, see their characters become something more than right now. Because I know we got Narancia next, who's the next person to be developed. So I imagine it probably he will be fantastic. I think. Because already, I think he is fantastic, but I think we need more time with him. I think we need more time with every single character, like Fugo as well. But I think the single chapters know what they have to do, and they know how to develop characters. So yeah, all in all, fantastic, I must say. I like it a lot. I have to wonder what the translator is thinking, using those pages for their advertising at the start of every chapter, kind of a spoiler. Yeah, I found that as well. Like, you're not the only one. There was a translator, like, kind of note on one of the black and white pages that actually had the stash present in the actual kind of panel. I was like, huh, now I know what a stash looks like. I was like, thanks for that, guys. But I guess it happens all the time, so there's no point kind of worrying about it. I don't know. But I think, all in all, fantastic arc. We got to see Bortolatti's kind of smartness. I actually quite like that, and the intrigue is now even higher than before because now I even want to know more about the boss. I think the actual kind of boss we got shown, I think the little bit of information we got shown with the boss right now is fantastic. We got to actually know a little bit about him. That's actually enough to keep us going. I think as time goes on, we actually get some more of it. So yeah, all in all, I really like it. I really like how these chapters play out because they all have something different. And yeah. After next stream, I reach the end of the colour pages. I go to black and white next, so it's going to be interesting. So yes, with all that said, I've indeed been the driver. I do apologise for maybe sometimes my brain going a little bit flat. It's because I think Fuka kind of destroyed my brain slightly. I think I'm slowly starting to lose my mind. So maybe I might have to go take a rest. I've actually kind of had a long week as well. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. Until Wednesday, with the first section of Narancia's Aerosmith, I shall see you guys then. Bye for now.